Today, we're talking about the surprising story of Gene Hackman, his $80 million fortune, and how his estranged kids could still end up inheriting it even though they weren't mentioned in his will. This story has family drama, a mysterious trust, and even a court case that could change everything. Gene Hackman, the Hollywood legend known for movies like The French Connection and Unforgiven, passed away at the age of 95. Tragically, his wife, Betsy Arakawa, was also found dead beside him in their Sante Fe home. Soon after, Hackman's will was revealed, and it shocked a lot of people. His 3 children, Christopher, Elizabeth, and Leslie Hackman, were not mentioned at all. Instead, everything went into a living trust Hackman created decades ago, last updated in 2005. But here's where things get interesting. Even though they're not in the will, his kids could still have a chance to claim the money. Why? Because of a court case from 2009 called Chapman versus Varela. In that case, the New Mexico Supreme Court said a will or trust can be challenged if there are, quote, suspicious circumstances. If that happens, the burden of proof flips. The will or trust is treated as suspicious unless the people who benefit from it can prove it's valid. So what counts as suspicious? First, was the person old or in poor health when they signed the will? Second, is the beneficiary someone random, with no clear reason to inherit the money? Third, is the will unfair or completely different from past wills? Fourth, did the beneficiary help write or arrange the will? Fifth, did the beneficiary control the person's life or business? And sixth, was the will kept secret until after death? In Hackman's case, some of these might apply. Reports say Hackman suffered from Alzheimer's before he died, but it's unclear when he was first diagnosed. We do know that in 2005, when he updated the trust, he still seemed to be thinking clearly. He gave a solid interview on Larry King Live in 2004 and another to GQ in 2011. Still, if Hackman's kids can show the trust was unfair or kept secret from them, they could challenge it in court. They could argue that there was undue influence, possibly by Arakawa or someone else. Sante Fe lawyer Thomas Banner says we don't even know who's named in the trust. Why? Because trusts are private. They don't have to be shared with the public like a will. So for now, only a few people know who will actually get the $80 million. It's possible Hackman's kids are included, but it's just as possible they've been completely cut out. What makes this more intense is the rocky relationship between Hackman and his kids. They were born during his first marriage, and it's no secret their relationship was complicated. But here's where things heat up. Hackman's son, Christopher, has already hired a top probate lawyer. That's a big sign that a legal battle could be coming. If they go to court, the kids might argue that Hackman's age, his illness, and the secrecy of the trust show clear signs of undue influence. If they win, they could end up inheriting the fortune, despite not being in the will. So what happens next? Will this all stay quiet or turn into a massive court fight? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure. This story shows that even if you're left out of a will, there might still be a way back in, especially when $80 million is at stake. What do you think? Should Hackman's kids challenge the trust? Or should the trust stand as it is? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more stories like this.